What's up guys, Michael with Northern Lights Billiards. So I'm going to be going over a bag review. I'm going to show you the cue that I play with. Pretty much show you my full setup, my bag, my cues and everything. That way, as you see videos in the future, you don't, I get a lot of people that, I know a lot of people will comment, be like, what kind of cue is that? What kind of shaft is that? I'm going to go over that right now and then we'll get some videos started. So this is a Becue 3x5 butterfly case. Pretty simple case. I prefer butterfly cases. I think they're a little bit easier to travel with. I've also got a couple 4x8 cases that I use, but you won't see those in this video because this is my main playing cue. So quickly going over kind of what I have attached to it. I've got my Becue towel that I use, as you can see, to wipe off my cues before I put them back in my bag to get all the chalk and everything off of them. I am not sponsored by Becue, so I just have somebody locally that is a Becue dealer, and I love their cues. I switched to Becue after I was playing with Q-Tech for a while, and I just love the way the Q-Techs or the Becues play. So what we've got here is a joint protector holder. It's pretty simple. I'll kind of show you how it works here in a second once I get my joint protector, extra one that I have, out of the bag. So going inside the bag, what I've got here is I've got on both sides, I've got just the pieces for my jump cue, and I'll kind of lay them out and everything. That way you can know that I'm taking everything out of the bag. So these are two bottom parts for my Becue jump cues. This one here is an older Becue. It's the first generation Becue jump cue. This is the most recent one they have had come out. This is their newer jump cue, so I've got both of them. So that's it for this part. It's a pretty good sized bag. It's got plenty of space in it and everything for storage. Again, I've only got one actual playing cue, so I don't need anything like a, I know a lot of people have like the 6x10 cases. I don't have that many cues. I will get there eventually, but I don't have that many right now. So going into the top pocket here, I've got one of my tip tools. I've got my Kamui bridge. This is my extra joint protector. This is my tip tool. It's got my shaper and my scuffer on it. And then right here, I've got my Leonardo balance system, also by Becue. Pretty much what this does is it allows me to adjust the weights on my cue. I haven't really messed with it too much yet. I've had it for a little while now, but I haven't actually gone in depth and done like changing the weights. Mainly I'm going to use it for my break cue is what my plan is. And then I've also got a Becue 3-inch middle extension here that I tried it when I first got it, but I feel like it kind of messes with the hit having it in between the shaft and the butt of the cue. So that kind of goes over that. It's got the Allen key in there so I can adjust it. And then I've got an extra chalk here. This is one of the new chalk. I use the Great White chalk because it doesn't scuff up the balls and leave marks, and it's easy to clean off the cues. Then I've got my actual playing chalk, which is the same thing, Great White. You can see it's been used for a little while now. And I've got a little magnetic holder that I like to use. I clip it onto my pants right here, just like that, and then I can just grab it as I need it when I'm playing. So going inside the actual case here, again, it's a 3x4. I'm sorry, not 3x5. It's a 3x4. So my main playing cue right here is a Becue. It's the Becue Old Glory. It's got the gold pinstriping in it. You can kind of see it there. So this is the old, they call it the Old Glory, you know, the All-American cue. So that's my main playing cue. In here I've got some gloves. I've got one of my main ones in it. I've got a spare one that I don't, if I need it, I've got it just in case. I use a lot of gloves. This is my playing shaft right here. This is the Becue Engage. It's the 12.3. And then I've got a Kamui medium tip on it. That's what I play with, is a Kamui medium clear. So that's my preferred tip. I've tried playing with hard and soft and it usually doesn't work. So that's my main playing cue. This is my Becue break cue. Really not much. This is their normal tip that they have come on their break cues. I haven't changed the tip out or anything yet. So there's my Becue break cue. That's my break shaft. Now I do play with a little bit longer shaft. I don't play with the standard length shaft because I'm a little bit taller, so I like to have the extra reach. This is my Becue break cue butt, which is really nice carbon fiber and little wood inlays down here with the Becue logo. And then right here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but they've got their little slogan, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." It's kind of hard to see most of the time, but it's just a little thought that I always keep in my head, that you don't have to have anything super crazy to play, you know. So that's my Becue. These are my 2 jump shafts. So again, this one right here, this is the new generation Becue jump shaft. I think it's the same tip that's on the Becue. You know, they kind of look very similar. But this is the newer, this is the most recent Becue jump cue. So that goes with this right here, with those pieces. And then I've got my older Becue jump cue. This tip has been changed out. I do not remember what kind of tip is on this. I can post it in the comments later once I look it up and remember, because this was the tip that was on it when I bought it. But again, this is just the older Becue jump cue. This is their first generation. So that goes with this one right here on the left. Again, like I said, I've got 3 jump cues. This one right here, I love. Again, I love Becue, but I use this one mainly now since I bought it. This is the Roberto Franco jump cue with the diamond wood shaft. Very beautiful shaft. And then it's got the white diamond jump tip. And then it's just got the normal two-piece bottom, and just in the plain black color. And then there's the RF Roberto Franco logo. And I keep these in my, again, I only have 1 playing cue, so I keep these in one of my butt shafts because I use it a lot more than I do my other ones. I still use the Becues to jump. It kind of depends on what kind of jump it is. If it's a shorter jump, I'll generally use the Roberto Franco. If it's a longer jump, I'll usually use the older first generation Becue. If it's a short jump, but I've got to go a little bit further down the table, then I'll use this one. This one does really good when it comes to darting. I don't know if it's the tip, but I can generally dart pretty well and get right over the cue ball without a problem, or the object ball, whatever I'm trying to get over. So in here, I've got my extensions that I play with on my cues. One is a 7-inch, and then I have another 3-inch extension. They just separate just like that. And I usually play with the 3-inch on the back plus the little bit longer button shaft, because then me personally, I don't like playing with bridges. I try not to use a bridge if I can. Sometimes like I said, I usually keep this one on the cue. Sometimes I'll grab this one. If I really don't want to use I've just never been able to use the bridge. If I really don't want to use the bridge, then what I'll do is I will throw on the 3-inch on the back. I'll separate my shaft. I'll throw the 3-inch in the middle and the 7 on the back before I have to grab a bridge. If I've still got to grab a bridge, then I'll grab a bridge, but I try to avoid it if I can. So those are my extensions. And here I've just got, these are a couple extra wipes, Becue wipes. And then I've also got what's called an easy jumper in here. Pretty much what this does, if you've never seen it before, you just set it up just like this, and it's for people who haven't learned to jump completely. This is kind of how I learned to jump. You just put your jump stick just like this, and you just give it a quick little pop, and it kind of helps you and assists you in jumping, so you don't have to set your hand up like a bridge and everything like that and try to jump. So that's all I've got in there. And then in here, you can't see them really, but this is where I keep all my extra cue wipes. Most of the time, anytime before I play, I will wipe my shaft down, and then after I get done, I'll wipe it down before I put it back in my bag. So that is pretty much it, guys. That goes over my bag, what I play with and everything. If you have any other questions, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what other questions you have about any of my playing cues. Other than that, that's all I have for this video. Thanks.